How y'all doing, man? I told y'all that I would start doing these interviews with the people here, and this is the man with the plan right here. You would like to give them your name and what you represent, my man?
So my name is Xander, and I'm one of the partners here at the Hidden Leaf, along with Kaz and Derek, and just really wanted to support my man here who supported us from the beginning. So any questions, that you have, I'm ready to go. But
all right, well, let's get started. How did you grow to become this icon, I guess I could say, this thing for weed?
Honestly, friends. I started working with a team of people who I still work with now, and just kind of doing what we felt was right and making, the proper moves and waiting for the right time, I guess you could say, too, to be able to finally put their vision and now my vision as well into fruition. It's been a lot, as I'm sure you know, with laws.
Oh yeah.
For some reason, they love to. They're not quite ready to accept weed, but it's getting there, and it's something that we feel like, especially in the area that we're in here in Charlottesville, it's something that I feel is a progressive place to do it. And I think they have a little bit more, understanding as to what it is, more than just the propaganda that's been put out about it.
Oh, that was perfectly worded. It was like that, man. So what is your views on the weed laws that they have so far for us right now?
My views on the weed laws, I understand the need and a way for them to kind of transition into, I guess you could say a little bit like more legit areas, like making sure that there's no, toxins in, your products. That's something that we're gonna have to do down the road. Do I think the way they're going about it is my favorite, to basically say, okay, this is what you can do, and then 2 years later, oh, never mind, and trying to reverse everything and basically handcuff, I guess you could say, the retail spots, in the sense of, the 25-to-1 Delta 9 to CBD in order to have a product out like that. I think for us, we've always kind of tried to be mindful of what we were doing with our products anyway. For example, the gummies we had before the law were 10 milligrams, and there was 10 of them in a pack. It's not something that is gonna danger anybody's life. I mean, I could take 6 Advil and be in a bigger problem than I would. You know what I mean?
About right.
So that's my thing. I think they kind of went to just handicap it, instead of actually coming up with a system that would allow them to put in, more checks and balances, I guess you could say, which is definitely necessary. I mean, just like in food production, you got to have some kind of quality, and you have to have forces and control that make sure that the product is safe, and that's understandable. It's just the way to go about it. I don't know.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I like that. I like the way you worded that too, my man. That was good for the viewers, man.
I appreciate you.
Are you comfortable with being like a known figure with this? Your name being out there. Like if people see your name, they might think, oh.
Yeah, honestly, at first, I'm not I'm not the type of person that generally likes to be out there in general, but I think starting this and just being a part of it for so long, it's something that you kind of, you're either in or you're out, and to do what we're trying to do here, it just comes with it. You gotta put yourself out there, and
yes, sir.
It's not exactly, it can be a little bit, you don't want, you know what I mean? It can be a little bit weird at first, but
all the finger pointing and everything.
Yeah. But it is nice to see the community's reaction to it, and people that actually really just really how much they love it, and just what we're doing. I mean, that makes it worth it, definitely, for sure.
Yes,
but
sir.
Yes. It's different.
It's definitely different.
Yeah.
So do you have a bud you would recommend that somebody try, like as far as like some of the kinds had, do you recommend something?
The ones that I like, we've actually had a bunch of good ones come through. One of my tops is I would have to say we've gotten this Bugatti strain, and the Bugatti is really nice. It's more of like an indica effect, but it doesn't just like knock you out, which I like about it. It still has like a little bit of the hybrid in there, so it gives you not just a relaxing, but you kind of have like a good time with it. Yeah, exactly. It's not like it's just gonna put you to sleep. And there's another one. The purple Bugatti is coming out there too, so that'll be nice.
Y'all hear this?
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be really good. But yeah, and then also we've gotten, I don't know if we still have any more, but we had some Wagyu truffle that was really good. And then Surf Burger, that's another one. It's sometimes like the ones with the crazier names.
Hey, Surf Burger sound good.
Yeah, that one was good. I'm not gonna lie, that was very good. But yeah, there's so many. You know.
Yeah, hey, I can vouch, y'all. Listen, this is another one that is worthy. This is another worthy one. This is definitely one of the tables to go to. Like, definitely. So, what are your rules as far as your events lounge? Like, is there really too much rules at all?
Honestly, the main rules is just as long as everybody's respectful. We don't want any fighting. We don't want any if you have a disagreement, that's okay, but only let it go to a certain point. We also want to make sure that it's a safe environment, because we want a safe environment, because we want it to be a comfortable environment for everybody. And I think it has been. We really haven't had, any problems.
It's been wonderful. I can vouch. I've been here a bunch of times. It's wonderful.
Yeah, we try. And also just make sure that it's safe. We try and make sure that we have people here with, any kind of, medical training. We also have security, and we try and, again, just make sure that it's a comfortable environment for all types. Young, old, what have you, you know what I mean?
Y'all hear that? There's no age limit. Young or old, as long as you old enough.
We've had people in here, I think, 80, 90.
Hey, I saw it.
Yeah, and I love it.
I saw it, y'all.
Yeah.
So, how long do you think it is before they legalize completely, or if they really will legalize completely, you think?
I would imagine probably the next election.
But yeah, that sounds
depending on how that works out.
I thought the same thing, like maybe some around election time or something. Yeah,
it seems like it's always when things
change. Yeah,
that's
the one thing, I definitely understand that where that comes from. So, do you think that the cops and I guess the city have gone a little easier on the weed, like as far as what it used to be when we were
coming up? I think so. And that's not to say, I think the cops in Charlottesville luckily realize that they have more important things to do. I think they're more focused on keeping the city safe and keeping the people, of Charlottesville secure than they are, basically trying to keep people from something it's not a life ruining. It's I don't even like calling it a drug. It's a plant. I mean, it's like,
I love it.
I would say it's less dangerous than cigarettes. It's less dangerous than drinking. We have a lot less problems than bars do. I mean, the amount of times that we've had to call the police, zero,
y'all.
For incidents. I mean, you figure in a bar, like, we've had times where, we just next door they had a restaurant. They had a lady who didn't get a reservation rights, so she caused such a scene they had to call the police on her.
See?
So I mean, it's just For me, I think it's looked at as such a bad thing, but I think if you really, if anybody who came here would realize that what we're doing is more of like a community, family environment, and we all just so happen to bond over weed.
Hey, and like he said, I've never felt any comfortable more than I have going to his events. Like it's a comfortable event, y'all. When I tell y'all, you'll see once I record a couple minutes, let y'all get the feel of everything in the event when it's popping on. You'll understand that this man has set it up. They set this thing up nicely, y'all. Like, wait till y'all see, man. So I guess here go the big question. Do you think? I guess everybody's question. Do you think that weed is harmful to the body? You know, like.
I think anything can be harmful. I think there's certain ways of smoking weed that are gonna cause more problems than others. You know, so for example, smoking.
Yeah.
You know, smoking. Whenever you light something, you're gonna get the carcinogens. I'm not a scientist or anything, but
yeah, definitely.
You're getting something along with it. I think if you're taking edibles and you're not going crazy. I mean, I know you see, especially at, I hate to say it, but like gas stations, you see like 5,000 milligrams.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need 5,000 milligrams of anything.
I like that. That was a good one, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but that's just, anybody that says they need 5,000 milligrams to catch a feeling, like, that's just crazy.
Yeah,
like, that's too much.
It's crazy, you know?
Yeah.
So we got one more question for you, if you don't mind me doing this one. So the other one is for when y'all doing your events, so that's the reason why I asked that one.
But definitely got to say shout out to Seville Cannon Markets, because they're the ones.
Say that again, my man. So
shout out to Seville Cannon Markets. They're the ones that put all the vendors together. They have have reached out, and they started this thing. We provided a space, and but definitely want to shout out to them.
Shout out to Seville Cannon Market, like definitely. Yeah. So they say weed is like the new Ritalin for like ADHD, people take Ritalin pills. So what is your opinion on that? Like, do you think that that's kind of legit in a way?
I think I think that THC helps. I think just like it helps with a variety of other things. I think THC, certain types, can kind of slow down firings, I guess you could say, of the brain. And I think it can definitely help, just like certain types of weed help with like anxiety. But then there's also things, I think that's when you really got to talk to, the person that you're getting it from, or, especially even just do your research specifically.
You hear him? Just do your research if you need to.
I mean, because honestly, and I don't mean that as like, I don't want to talk about it, but you want to make sure that you know what you get, what, is going into your body. And I think certain, for anxiety, a lot of times, like, your sativas are not exactly the greatest, and they can make them worse. But so it's about, like, that kind of stuff, like, find the strains, find the different types that are going to work for you and for what you are looking to improve in your life and in your health.
Hey, definitely. Hey, man, again, what's your name again, man?
Xander.
Y'all hear him again? Say again your name.
I'm Xander down at the Hidden Leaf. Come and see me whenever. Not Monday and Tuesday. We're closed right now, but maybe soon we'll be open.
And y'all listen, man, when I tell y'all it's so worth it to be up here. Like, it's a pleasure for me to be up here. And listen, I don't even work here, and I fully support this place, bro. I will put whatever into this place. This is definitely the environment, to be in. Like, so y'all definitely will be more interviews coming with people and everything, and we'll to show you around a little more. But for right now, we'll go ahead and cancel that with him for right now, so we can move on to the next person or to another day. But as y'all see, things is getting started. The man actually let me in here. Thanks to him. Yeah. He looked out, man. Let me interview y'all. Y'all thank him for that. He did that. But yeah, again, y'all, thank you. Y'all have a good day.